What would bother you about facing Anthony Davis and the Pels?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, AD is amazing. You know, he's single-handedly right now keeping them in the playoffs without Boogie Cousins. The rest of those guys are playing great. I think True Holiday's doing a great job as well. Obviously, Eastern Moore had a big game tonight. I think right now they'd be matched up with Oklahoma City. I would probably lean toward OKC in that. I just think OKC has a little bit more, a lot more to prove, I think, as well. But AD has been incredible.
I think the matchup would be really difficult for them with OKC because of the Steven Adams piece. The physicality there is so different. You know, AD has 28 and 13, and he's been so good in the last 15 games. It was actually a downgrade for what he's been doing. But he and Drew Holiday, as you mentioned, they have been such a great duo, along with Lillard and McCollum, the two best scoring duos in the NBA since the All-Star break, certainly. And I think what they found was they found the pace they need to play at. We've talked about it often, but because they're playing at such because they're playing at such breakneck speed, it really enables AD to be a matchup problem no matter what position he plays at. And there's 4 or 5, there are very few people in the league that can actually defend him.
Yeah. How does that change in the postseason once they're scouted to death and you can think about a team for 5 days or however many it's going to be?
Well, I think they're going to find a way to either let Anthony try to get 70 and beat him by himself, or they're going to take the ball out of his hand as much as they can. When you can watch a team and game plan for the pace, you can absolutely game plan for slowing it down. And you played on teams that played slow, and against our Phoenix teams really did a good job of doing that.
Yes, I would personally, I've seen what AD can do. I would double him, take the ball out of his hands, and see what the rest of those guys can do in a playoff series.
Right.
So,
see if Holiday can get 40.
Yeah, see if someone else can beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. It will be interesting. Rajon Rondo is just a fascinating player for a lot of reasons, but in a playoff series, that guy would scare me a little bit.
Yeah, his IQ is off the charts. You know, he's a winner and makes that team a lot better.
Well, and that's the risk you run if you do take the ball out of AD's hands. It ends up in Rondo's hands in an open court situation, and maybe he just cuts you apart. Yeah. So I think it'll be more about pace and controlling tempo when you play those guys than anything else.